Hello, stalkers, and welcome to Road to Vostok. This is the final demo prior to Road to Vostok coming out in early access. Now, you can wishlist this now on Steam, but Road to Vostok is a hardcore single-player survival game. It's about all the description that is given for the genre, though it seems to be kind of like an extraction shooter, although it's not totally. It features things such as realistic first-person shooter mechanics, physics-based loot, hostile AI and factions, dynamic weather, a day and night cycle, map-to-map travel, as well as special events throughout the zone itself. Now, it is a post-apocalyptic game, though the apocalypse is not mentioned. What type of apocalypse it is unknown, but what we do know is there are no creatures or strange phenomenon as far as I can tell right now. It's more of a grounded stalker experience, and survival seems to be the name of the game. But without further ado, let's hop into the tutorial and see what we can see. Alright, very good. Very cool. First impressions. This is beautiful. The graffiti feels so real. Alright. First impressions, the game is awesome. I love all the moodles you see in the bottom right corner there, as well as in the bottom left. Looks like we're going to have to manage our energy, hydration, our mental health, and our body temperature. We have three separate types of AI. Area 05 is in Finland, and those are the bandits you see here on the left. In the border zone, you have guards, which are supposedly a corrupt, like, policing military force, and then you have the military itself, only found in Vostok. And they also have faction bosses, which is pretty cool. Okay, so there's a decoration zone, which is really, or decoration mode. Oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna spend quite a lot of time messing around with this. Very cool. Ah, God, I love it. Absolutely love it. For those of you that have been following the channel for a while, you know that my favorite part of Misery is decorating the interior. Wow. Very good. Alright. This is a permadeath experience, a very hardcore survival experience. So let's start a new game. Oh, they have difficulty modes. Very interesting. Huh. Cool. Alright, so standard summer playthrough to start. How about that? We'll try to unlock the other stuff. I'd like to play a dynamic world where the seasons shift. And starting off here in the cabin, you see, look at this nice wall carpet. I can't remember what this is called. The hook and latch? I think it's hook and latch, right? My god. And a painting on our wall. No, it's a little barren. That's alright. So we're going to load our Glock. Actually, we're going to remove the magazine to get our +1. We're going to put the Glock in our primary slot for our secondary slot. I'm not so sure where we can put the tourniquet. Okay, we can't put it anywhere. But we'll keep that in mind. We have nothing in our cabinets, it seems. We have random starting inventory, which I think is cool. I think that's a neat concept. Though there's nothing here for us. So we're gonna head on to the village in the 05 area. Southeastern Finland. And see what we can see. I think there's something cool about Road to Vostok and its take on a zone, where this zone is perhaps not anomalous. There's some type of unknown apocalypse going on, and we're dropped right in. Where the real threat to us is the human threat, the human element, which is always present in other forms of the zone. But in this one specifically, it is our main source of threat. So I'm going to handrail this road slightly. We crossed some train tracks back there. I see a flag flying. Very cool. We're going to move and hit as many homes as we can, I do believe. I see a corpse here, which is never a good sign. Some hiking pants. Very cool. Throw those on. I like that. Ah, nice. Very cool. Put this jacket on, as well as some gloves. And right now, where we don't necessarily know what's up and what's down, we're going to be taking everything. Those of you that have played Tarkov, prior to... Do you remember the early days of Tarkov, when everything was new and nothing really made sense? And in your first couple of raids, until you kind of figured out what you were supposed to be doing, everything was extremely up in the air, and the value of items didn't make too much sense, so you would just grab everything. That's what we're going to be doing here in Vostok. It's grabbing everything, no matter if it's toilet paper. I'm going to move through this village here. I'm not so sure if this is a friendly village, because I know that we're in, there is the threat of violence here. But there's also supposed to be traders and whatnot, so... I am a tad bit confused. Empty can. Salty licorice. Man, I wish I liked black licorice more. I struggle with that flavor. It's a very distinct flavor. And I like acquired taste, don't get me wrong. There's this Makarov magazine, very cool. We have some 12 gauge rounds and some 9x19 for our Glock here. We need some 9x18 for the Makarov. Making entry in our first home. Oh, Very scary. Wonder what is to be seen here. Tactical fleece, but that's very comfortable. Garbage with empty cans. Med cabinet, empty. Presumably, the loot we find here is not going to be... It's not going to be the best. Put some combat boots on. We're going to switch those gloves from earlier, those work gloves, out for leather gloves. And we'll just continue on here. Oh, 23 223 rounds. Very good. Perhaps we can find a sporting carbine in one of these houses. Now, I don't necessarily know what the goal is here. It seems like this area has been hit, and they have smoked quite a few bandits here. That's the third corpse we found. I assume finding a trader is probably imperative. And beginning to take quests. Yeast press. We can make some kvass. I just heard a voice. I'm gonna peel out the back here. Yep, bad guy. Oh, I think we took a round. Yep, we most certainly did take a round. It seems like we have broken a bone as well. And we only got one round off. Okay. I'm just going to use this med kit. Yes, that has fixed us right up. Okay, well, good thing that we looted. Good thing we looted that earlier, right? Let's see if we can get eyes on. Seems he too has dipped out the back of his structure. Alright, we're going to flank here. Here at Project Observer, we like to take the fight to the enemy. And we don't stand for getting shot by bandits. Be very careful here. This is frankly a bit of a mess. It's kind of a nightmare right here. I'm gonna clear out the bottom floor quickly. Seems like a bandit hole for sure. I'll close this door behind us. Make our way topside here. This... Oh my god! Okay, so he didn't move around. That was me hallucinating. He hit us with a Mosin. I seem to have put a kill shot on him and hit him in the chest. Very good. The corpse provides nothing aside from the Mosin, which is alright. So, it seems as if the world around us is alive and breathing, which is very cool. Meaning that this bandit we saw was just looting this house for his own gain. That is something I find really interesting. Perhaps we'll see more events like that in the future. Perhaps not. But that is our first kill, and I am pleased as a peach about that. Now, we need to be on the lookout for a backpack in this early game. You always need a backpack. We're going to have to keep our hydration in check. We're going to have a sip of juice here. Oh, for God's sakes. Stop the animation. Alright. Jeez Louise. Okay. Yeah, this game's not pulling any punches here in the first opening minutes. To say that, how long? I've been recording for half an hour. I don't know how much of that's gonna get cut. For you, this is probably 10 minutes in. Okay. We're gonna dip around here. That rock is good hard cover. I don't want to be tree cancer. Let's move. Yeah, let's move up to this rock and see if we can get a shot on him. I see him back there. Yeah, I hit him in the gut. He's done. But I don't think that was the only bandit. I definitely hear footsteps moving around. And we are drawing a lot of attention to ourselves here in this little village. There's one, yeah. You see him moving? He's probably going to come around this right-hand side. But I don't want to get tunnel vision and miss an ambush here. Oh! Someone's firing on me. Is he shooting at me from the window there? Hard to tell. You know, pushing is not the wisest course of action, but neither is retreating. I'd rather take a round in the chest than in the back. Okay, we're gonna have to make a mess or get off the pot here. No, this is against my better judgment. Moving interior. Let's get our gun up at the ready. The shower's clear. I think he's just beyond here. Oh my God. Do you see him? Good shooting there. Good shooting, Tex. Alright. Woo! We have survived another engagement. Very good. Very proud. I'm going to... Okay. I was going to do some looting, but I think what we're going to do instead is go check out those corpses and see if this area is clear. This is the guy we gut shot first. I wonder if he's got friends. It seems like there are friends all over the place. And my other question is... are these bandits, are they independent of one another? Or are they all part of the bandit, like the overarching bandit faction? I hit him in the face. Good shot. We're a little way down here. Alright, we're gonna get home. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna walk back home. Hopefully we don't take a bullet in our back. And we're gonna drop off some stuff, and then we'll come back out and do more looting. And try to figure out where in the world we are. So far, we've put 3 bandits in the dirt. My question regarding bandits is, if there are 2 autonomous groups of bandits, will they fight each other as well as me? Or are they all under the bandit umbrella? I don't know. Oh. We are taking fire. Really far out there. My god, we've got to move. Gotta turn the jets on here, folks. This is a hot zone for sure. Just a little ways to go before we get back to our home. Just trying to keep an eye out on the fringes here. See if anybody's watching us. I'm sorry about the panting, but I would like to hold on to our gear here. Our mental health is dropping very fast. I don't know how to get that up. All right. Welcome home. That was a very successful opening run here in the world of Vostok. Killed 3 bandits, looted some things, and let's put our food items in the fridge. Alright, we're going to keep the tourniquet on us. We have 2 rounds left in the Mosin. I say we just hold on to it for now. It's helped us out. Can we advance time? Yes, we can. We're going to sleep, advance time, hopefully get our mental health back up a little bit. Oh yes, here we slept for 8 hours. Mental health is not doing the best. We're going to have something to eat. We're going to drink a soda. Have a licorice snack. And eat some tuna out of the can here. Hopefully that'll help our mental health. Yeah, see, everything's going up. Oh, we're gonna have some chocolate too. Look at this. That'll boost our mental health up to 100. Perfect. It's day 1. We have 1 shelter. We have 0 tasks. I still don't know how to find them. We're gonna go find a trader though. We're gonna go look around once more in this dangerous village in southeastern Finland. Oh, it's nighttime. Now, I wonder if we get an advantage at night, or if perhaps it is not so advantageous for us to be moving after dark. Nevertheless, we are going to step off here under the stars, and following the train tracks. Perhaps it leads us to glory. Perhaps not. Something I saw that got me even more interested in roadtovostok here is that it says, if you wish to be a humble fisherman, you can do that. And I thought that was awesome. You can have a combat heavy playthrough or just be a humble fisherman. Very cool. Very cool indeed. That reminds me of Beta Decay, which I've mentioned twice already in this video. If you can't tell, I'm extremely excited for more information to come out about that. Beta Decay fully simulates a star colony, and it allows the player, this looks like a sawmill here, it allows the player to play just about any role they want. It's very ambitious, and I'm looking forward to it. More than I've been looking forward to anything. Oh. Okay, so control opens your bolt. And still have my rounds in there. Very good. I think I hear the trader. Yes, okay. Jeez Louise, I was a little worried there for a second. Alright. My dear friends, here we are. The Generalist. Persian carpets. He's got EXPS. Very good. Fishing vest. We already have a jacket. None of this really serves us, does it? Okay. He resupplies every 7.5 minutes, it seems. Well, you must be the guy who nomads found lying in the ditch. Didn't they place you to that old tiny cabin? We used to get drunk and play poker there sometimes, but that place gives me headaches since asbestos must have been used in the ceiling or something. Nevertheless, you came at the right moment and there's a critical situation going on, but let's keep this between me and you. I have a bit of a rash down there from using just old newspaper. Newspaper is a trusted friend when resources are scarce, but after multiple weeks of wiping, you start to have some serious problems. Alright. I didn't need to know any of that. We need to find lotion and toilet paper. So we'll start that. Cigarettes and matches. We'll start that as well. Oh, we can only do one at a time. Okay. Alright. So, I needed none of that information. But that is something that is not talked about frequently in post-apocalyptic media is, you know, the modern comforts that we have grown to know and love. What happens when those don't exist anymore? Or what happens when those are extremely rare and people are willing to gut you over a roll of toilet paper? You know, there's a quote, or kind of I suppose a theory of sorts, that it takes 3 meals. You are 3 meals away from turning into a killer. A cold-blooded killer. I've always found that interesting. Here you see nice, I love the set building so far here in southeastern Finland. We have the classic stalker bonfire. I did not bring matches with me though. It is starting to get a little lighter out. I suppose we're just gonna move along here, see what we can see. Hopefully not run into any of our balaclava wearing friends. Let's keep moving, looting, checking our corners. Closing the door behind us. And there's 2 reasons we do that. One, so we can hear if a nefarious individual is sneaking up behind us. And 2, by closing that, we don't get shot in the back in our opening push into the home here. More 223s. Hopefully we find something that takes 223s coming up. And we did find cigarettes for that quest, which is very good. I'm looking around at these houses and they just seem abandoned. Oh, what is this? Makarov cooking book. Happy stove. Portable stove, perhaps? And this does advertise itself as a survival game, so I wonder how strong some of those survival elements are going to be on top of the semi-extraction shooter elements. Hopefully strong. I would love to see a hardcore survival game like this flourish. Now, we would play this quite a lot on the channel, because this is right up our alley, right in our wheelhouse. Something one must do when it is dark and you are attempting to sight a target, even in the light, which you have an easy... a moderately easier time doing it, but you're looking for silhouettes, right? And you're looking for things in the environment that shouldn't be there. You're looking for shapes, colors, movement that shouldn't exist within the natural environment. Right now, we're taking our time and looking for just that. Definitely to my right. Okay, we're gonna dip out the back. Sills. Stop, look, listen, smell. Now, we can't smell, because this is a video game, but we can do the other three. We can do sill, for sure. And that's going to keep us alive, long term. I wonder if they put real constellations in the sky. There, yeah, the Big Dipper. Holy cow. Hold on, this is dumb, but my god. Look. Incredible. Oh, that makes me a very happy man. Very, very happy. Alright, moving right along here. Sorry for nerding out over the constellation. That's a cool detail. Oftentimes in video games you don't see the sky simulated in that way, so that was very cool to see. I'm hoping morning is coming sooner rather than later. Our visibility is not so good. I don't know what we're moving towards here. See, this looks like it could be a transition zone, or this could just be the end. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Someone who speaks Finnish, please help me out here. We're gonna walk the path here. Which, this is awful. Not only are we silhouetting ourselves, but we have no cover here, except for when we crouch. We have some hard cover there. But if we get into a gunfight from up here, we're going to have to retreat towards the enemy, which is bad news bears. We don't want to be doing that. And we can't go prone, as far as I know. We can't inspect our weapon, though. Look at that. Oh, and oh, look at the beautiful moon. Very good. Now that looks like a transition flag to me. Meaning I think we can cross. Yes, we can cross here. So this takes us... Minefield, border zone. Takes 4 hours. -10 safety. Okay, let's do it. Let's see if we can do this. Now, we don't have a minesweeper, and even if we did have a minesweeper, we'd probably forget to put batteries in it. So, we're gonna have to use our wits here, I do believe. How unwise is this? I mean, most likely, the mines aren't just gonna be sitting on the surface, right? They're gonna be buried. And we don't have a knife. We can't, like, dig in the earth. Seems like one detonated here, so perhaps we are safe to check this BMP. It's locked up. Perhaps? I don't know. I'm not sure. Seems like the roads themselves are probably mined. Do we risk it for the biscuit, so you say? We know we can walk safely along this path. I don't know, I think we just walk forward. Crouched, of course. I need to have my eyes up, but I also need to be looking outward. You see they've cut the trees. It looks like they've cut the trees down forward here. Maybe the minefield starts further up? Hello, bandit. Nothing of use. There's a helicopter patrolling. That can't be good for our health. No. Okay. Color codes, perhaps. Perhaps we're gonna see. What we're doing is legally trespassing in a forbidden zone. Oh, okay. There we go. Alright, so the mines are toe poppers, and they just exist out here. I didn't see what I triggered or what I tripped, but we are in great pain. There's a helicopter patrolling. And we are getting ready to cross into no man's land. So this is not good. This is really not good. I don't have any more first aid. If I turn back, we don't get to see what lies ahead. But crossing at this time was not a wise idea. I see towers up ahead. Perhaps towers might lead us to salvation? Question mark. We're gonna sprint right through here. Sprint through no man's land. On our broken leg. Yes. Okay. Fired 2 rounds. Not sure if either one hit. I'm not sure if I was even shooting at an enemy or if I was shooting at the top of a tree. If I was shooting at a tree, that's embarrassing. Our health is dropping rapidly. We really need to get to this tower. Okay. And we have enemy contact. Very bad. We took a round, and we are done. Alright, my dear friends. It is just as unforgiving as one might think. So, we know now that trying to cross the border zone with 2 rounds in your Mosin and your Glock is not the best course of action. So we're going to take our pistol and our magazine. We have 1 round, so hopefully if we run into trouble, we put that round right in their face. Hit them in the T-square. And I figured the minefield was going to be a bad idea, trying to cross that, especially at night. Poor decision making, but hey, if you don't know, then you don't know. I learned Tarkov the hard way. I did not, but I used to play Tarkov pretty frequently. When they came out, I took a break from PvP for a long time, and then they came out with the PvE mode, and I went back to it. Which, Tarkov is what it is, and I don't think it's ever going to change. But, you know, I took a crash course in that game from the ground up, figuring it out. That was a difficult experience. Oh my god. Trader's got a really gruff, freaky voice. It seems like there's either a loot respawning mechanic or something. I'm not sure. Man, he has really nothing of value for us here. Okay. And I can't just take money from him. So how much is the AK? 850. MP5K 1850. Alright. Alright. How much for 45s? 250. Oh, and he anti-taxes us. Very good. Okay, and I guess I keep some backed up there. We gotta go find ammunition, my friends. We gotta get rich or die trying, it seems. There's gonna be little help for us in this world. We're gonna, you know, we've all gotten used to getting ripped off by traders by now. Gruff voice traders. Sidrovich has been ripping me off for years. I say I've been ripping him off, but it's really been the other way around. Okay, there is enemy present forward. We only have one round, so we're really gonna have to stick it in his T-square. I see him moving over there. He peeled out. Perhaps he's heard of us slaughtering his friends. Are we a separate character now that our other has died? Okay, I ear-hold his buddy. Jeez Louise. Okay, we gotta pack a mag quickly. This could not have come at a worse time. Alright. So, the friend with the AK had 9x18s on him, which is very good for us. There's a Mosin. Oh! God! Okay, I killed his buddy. I'm gonna take that Mosin. Ah, this is a horrible place to stop. Okay, how about here? Remove the magazine. Load 8 rounds. Load the magazine. Trade over the Mosin to our primary slot. And just like that, we're minus one fantastic firearm. But hey, who's to say that the Makarov is not to be our favorite, you know? I mean, I like Glock as much as the next person, but we didn't need it, did we? I already have a windbreaker on. There's stuff inside the car here. Very cool, but we can't pop the trunk, can we? No, we cannot. All sorts of jackets just lying around. Very, very interesting. Alright. Hey, we did pretty good. Did pretty good in that engagement. Sometimes hunting the bandits down versus waiting is the right call. This is a fishing book. 25 euro for a bucket. Not what we need. We need lotion. We need lotion for the trader's bum. Because he is struggling. Moving right along here. So didn't intend on making this a series because it is, after all, a demo. But how much does this hold? Plus 15. How much does this hold? Plus 20. Fantastic. Actually, we'll take this with us. How about that? Hoodie, windbreaker, 45 rounds. Take all the ammunition we can carry. Chocolate, good for our mental health. Snooze. A little bit of snus, huh? Okay. I knew that was a bad idea as soon as I did it, but I did it anyways. What the heck am I talking about here? Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna make this a series, starting off, but there is so much here, and for this just to be a demo, incredible. And a mosquito hat, okay, we already have one. Windbreakers and mosquito hats galore. I already checked this stuff. My apologies. Alright, so if I were lotion, where would I be? Probably in the bathroom. Probably in the bathroom, right? Let's move across the street here. And up towards this yellow house. And back door's open. That gave me quite a start. Man alive, that was spooky. Okay. Well, we have lost another character. But such is life. Such is life. Maybe we can run over in that direction and retrieve our things. Perhaps we'll be looted by then. I don't know. I have no idea how any of this works. God, I took that corner a little too hard. Especially for the dude to have an AK pointed at me. Bad, bad, bad. But what can you do? What can you do? You take it on the chin and keep pushing forward. Excuse me. I've said before, and I'll say it again, here at Project Observer, we are no strangers to adversity. We take adversity with grace. No matter how difficult the evolution, we will push forward and we will persist. Oh my god. Okay, taking rounds, taking rounds. Yep, taking rounds. We didn't get ear hold though, so that's pretty good. Ah, cool. So the fishing rod is not a weapon, unfortunately. We really need a weapon in order to survive. There's just stuff all over the ground. And that's not a machete, that's just looks like it. Okay. Any rounds, any ammunition in any of this? No. I wonder if we can just threaten them to death. I doubt it. Oh, there's enemy everywhere. Can't send the slide forward to appear menacing. Jeez Louise. And I don't have anything else. Can I beat them with the fishing rod? No. No. Okay. Whoa, moving right along here. My god. Okay, they're trying to light us up. I mean, we have killed several of their friends. This is not the time. That magazine, where did that magazine go? Perfect. Does it have ammunition in it? 1 round. Okay. Alright, so when we come back through here, we're going to be looking at the floor a little closer. Wait. Okay, now, hello, my dear stalkers, and welcome back to Road to Vostok. Now here, I'm not totally sure how much of the first foray into this world you're going to see. Probably the first engagement, as well as bits and pieces of the other stuff, but we are starting anew here. I'm just gonna get it out there. We died in the minefield, and then we died again because when you spawn back in your cabin, as long as you don't die in Vostok itself. But Vostok is the permadeath zone. Everywhere else you can spawn back in your cabin, like Tarkov, you know, where you go back to your hideout, heal your wounds, yada yada. In this, you start out with all 100s across the board, but you spawn back in your cabin, back in the world. There is no safety outside of that of your shelter, right? So as soon as we step out of that door, you know, we're back in it. And when you die, you have nothing. Nothing that was on your person, nothing at all. You don't start with a new random loadout. You spawn into the world naked and afraid, much like a Rust player, and you gotta set off once more. So we know now that the trader is over here. We're gonna get some loot off this bandit. Seems like the loot containers right now at least are static and they don't change, which is fine by me. I'm gonna go over here and get some tasks. So starting off here, we're going to buy a bandage. 300. Wow. No, we're not, actually. We're going to look at the tasks he has to offer. My god, we're getting ripped off horribly. Ammunition's always good. A backpack would be phenomenal, as well as a blade. Having something solid to fall back on in the event we run out of ammo, that'd be nice. Alright, so I think we're going to start there. So we already have a pea soup, which is very good. We need mustard, licorice, and coffee. We're going to go find that. Armed with our trusty Makarov, we step foot off once more into the zone. Ooh, some Sakar. And I hope the commentary's been alright so far. Maybe I should stop questioning my commentary and just keep doing it, you know? We're gonna drop this and take this. I like green. Green is definitely a favorite color. But we're gonna move right along here. I see looks like a red windbreaker over there. Yeah, what I'm saying is I hope the commentary is good. I like to take this stuff kind of slowly, but it seems like, at least in this episode, we're moving right along here. Hope everything's alright. Hope you enjoy. Yada yada yada. Misery Part 3 went up yesterday, which is very cool. I hope you guys like that. I had a lot of fun recording that. More Misery to come. Oh. Wow, we are taking fire. Okay, it's coming from... Yeah, I see him. It's coming from our front. Perhaps... Is that window occupied? No, we're going to push forward. Unfortunately, there's no one to cover us while we bound. We have 16 rounds. We're going to make them count. 16 rounds is 16 kills, so we put all the rounds in the T-square. Now, that is a feat in and of itself. I like the, another thing about this I like is, in Road to Vostok, it tells you that you're given the tools and you go out and make your own story, which is very reminiscent of Beta Decay, third time mentioned in this video, because they say the same thing. Here's a sandbox of all these fully fleshed out working systems, knock on wood, fingers crossed, you know. Go play the game. Have fun. Be who you want to be. Do what you want to do. Okay. At least... Jeez. Okay. We're good. We're good. I don't know where we took that round. Okay, we need to slow down and put those rounds on target. We did get a kill there, which is very good. Put this duffel bag on our back, drop this nomad backpack, and pick up the other. Yes, very good. We need to loot quickly and then run home because we are now out of 9x18s. I think we have 5 rounds. Okay. Is there anything in the car of value? No. I'm going to loot quickly, keep our head down. It seems like there's no loot. No loot when we want it. Some bomb. Very good. 7.62s. Now 7.62s would be great if we had something that fired it. Pear juice. Good for our hydration. Question for all you folks out there watching. If you record yourself, where do you guys like to have your mic set up? It's on the left side, on the right side? I'm asking for a friend, most definitely. Oh, 9x18. Okay, so we don't have to run back right away. We have to be diligent. Just look how tiny these loot items are. Well, the game was no liar. It said that everything was physics-based, so I should have expected it to be telling the truth. These environments are so very cool. I think these are awesome, and I enjoy looking at them a great deal. So I'm a born American. Oh, look at that. We hit him right in the noggin. Ooh, okay. Wow, I'm a moron. Okay. So the weapons in their hands, we can loot off of them. It's not like Stalker, for example, where you have to find the gear separate. Okay. Holy God bless America. We are taking fire once more. Now this time we're going to be slow and methodical while clearing. Very good. Some hiking pants. We're going to throw those on before I forget. Nice. Hello. Who's here? God, there's nothing scarier than a round flying over your head. Oh, wow, look at this. Yeah, there are a few things scarier in the world than a round flying over your head and you having no idea where it came from. That is a disgusting feeling. It's like a pit of your stomach feeling. You go, oh, shoot. Who is shooting at me, you know? Nasty, nasty feeling. Did that shot come from that treehouse? There's no way, right? Let's see if we can aggro that shooter again. Odds are they ran off by now, or they're trying to flank us. I'm unsure. Where were we? What were we talking about before we were rudely interrupted? I don't remember. I'm sorry. I was listening to that wind. My God. Brutal sounding wind. We're going to... I think it's about to rain. I think it's about to storm. We're going to shoot the gap here and run very fast over here into the shed and take cover. Hopefully not get shot in the process. Ooh. All sorts of goodies can be found in the trash. Just have to know where to look, I suppose. I like that your outfit changes too as you change clothes. I'm a sucker for detail in games. So there you saw, we picked up a MP5K, which goes for about 1,800 euro back at the trader. Well, for us, that's 900 euro. But, oh, look, beer, coffee, inverter, duct tape, weapon. Oh my God. What? Jesus. That gave me a fright, my dear friends. Whew, there's... Okay, this is the best place for us to be right now. Hold on. Is there a bathroom? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna take cover and get our ammunition squared away. We fired... There's still more out there. Alright, we need to get ready to draw our pistol and fire on them because we only have 9 rounds left in here. Right? No, 7 rounds. But there's good loot here, and we're not going to be intimidated by bandits. Now, I don't know if they're moving on us or if they're still prowling outside, but I have lost contact with them. Keep closing these doors so we give ourselves the illusion of having an advantage. Okay, they are over here to the left, perhaps by that boulder? Perhaps not. God, I'm hesitant to try to maneuver on him because we have pole position here. I see him. Yes. Switch over to semi-automatic. Wonder if we can crouch. I think I can make that shot. Yep. Okay, there's 2 of them though. That's okay. Yeah, okay, we got one. Piece. Yeah, okay. Alright, they have us dialed in. So we're going to dip out the back here. Remember, yellow house. Remember the yellow house. You see him moving right there? Oh! Man, he hit us. Okay, we have a broken bone. No problem. Do we have medicine? We have cold medicine. We have a bandage. We'll use that. Okay, we're gonna need a car first aid kit, I do believe, or something larger. I know in here there are some painkillers. Yes. Okay, there's the lotion. So much cold meds. We're gonna take painkillers here. Very good. Alright. We have to eliminate that guy. And hopefully between us and them we can find some better first aid. What do you say? We have a broken bone, no splint to be found. I've already searched all this. Would it be goofy for us to pop right out the front door? God, we need to do a lot of things at once. I guess we're just gonna move on Guess we're gonna move on this structure, this last known position, and get him. I'll stop here. This is a horrible place to stop, but I have little option. I don't know if this is in full or semi. Can check, I suppose. Well, that's the wrong side to be checking. Okay. So he seemed to be wearing a vest because he took an incredible amount of punishment. There's no way I was missing rounds that close. We've already looted this stuff. We're gonna get on the road, moseying aside, load a magazine. We have plenty of other magazines. What does this bomb do for us? Cures burns. We don't have a burn. We have a broken freaking leg. We're gonna move back, looting corpses as we go. See if any of them have anything to help us. Our mental health is failing pretty fast. 42 health and dropping. I'm sure we can find some meds before returning back. Now, I don't know if we can heal by sleeping at home. I am unsure. All of this is new to me. If you know, let me know in the comments, please. I would love to know. Always good to find ammunition. There's a ton of ammunition in there. Very good. Cold meds and balm, but nothing we need. We are losing health very fast. Those painkillers only work so far. Or they only go so far, I should say. There's a corpse down here. He's got a weapon on him. I'm gonna leave it for the time being. I don't think sprinting on this bum leg is helping its status, but we are failing fast, my dear friends. You know, combat is terrifying, and it really shows you how fragile life is, especially in games where damage is realistically modeled, you know, and you take a round, it might not get you today, might not get you in, you know, 5, 10, 20, 30 minutes, might not get you for a while, but it's gonna get you eventually. I think this broken bone causing us to limp around. So much good stuff, no medicine. We're struggling to walk here. Nails. Realize I've been using the wrong button to transfer items over. That's not good. So if we've lost some things along the way and you've been screaming at me, my apologies. My apologies. Okay. No meds in the cabinet, it would seem. Well, our mental health has failed, as well as our health in general. I don't know what happens when mental health hits 0. Do we start hallucinating? Our health is dipping quickly. I know we're not going to make the run back. So maybe we can just kit up and come and recover our things. Yeah. Perhaps that's what we do. So we'll reload. I know where that part of the village is. We'll just run back to that and see what we can do. Alright. So, as luck would have it, when you die, you do not retain your things. So what we're going to do is restart. What do we have to start? We have a backpack, Makarov, and we have the same exact loadout, so that's phenomenal. We are going to keep everything on us, and we're going to head straight out. Now, this is our third life, third like total restart. How much of this you're going to see? This is probably going to be more of like a clippy style video. There's another one of those coming out. Here's some forewarning of Half Sword. It's just going to be like a greatest hits compilation because I think that's funny. I have a lot of footage that I don't want to use for a full video that I'm just going to use in that format. But this is the demo. When this comes out in early access, we're going to be over it, like all over it. We're also going to play the demo more on the channel. I'm enjoying this thoroughly. I like it quite a lot. I've been waiting for something like this that isn't Tarkov. I really don't want to play Tarkov on the channel. I don't want to be known for that. We could always play PvE, but it's the same loop, you know, and I can't imagine you guys want to watch that. You know, there's already so many really good players out there in the Tarkov universe. I'm sure they are much more entertaining than I would be to watch. But here, where this is new, we could have our own niche. You know, exploring these post-Soviet environments together, enjoying the world, one location at a time. Now that is something I can rally behind. Yeah, I love this part of the world. I love the brightly colored structures, the forest. I love how rural this seems, of how rural this feels. You know, had the apocalypse not happened, whatever the apocalypse is, I'm still waiting to figure out what that is. But had there not been an apocalypse, this would be a very cozy village. And even with the minor effects here that you see in the village of the apocalypse, perhaps it is not such a bad place to be. Found a Glock there. No, what I'm trying to say is, with even with the apocalypse, this looks like, you know, any stalker location near the cordon. So, hey, this works for me. That's what I'm trying to say. I like this style. I like this art direction quite a lot. Fit right in here. It's so dead quiet. The only other people we run into are the trader, who we don't have to see if we don't want to, and then the roving hordes of bandits. Many, many bandits here, surprisingly. But I suppose with any apocalyptic setting, you must have bandits, right? You've got to have, you're always going to have people on the other side of the law. I mean, we can't be too law-abiding, can we, to exist here? I mean, a stalker, you know, at its base, a stalker is a trespasser, right? And loners are there for personal gain, or, you know, whatever it happens to be. Riches, personal gain, fame, fortune. It's like being a pirate, and I love that. What a unique world. So what are we doing here? Are we, you know, did we live here inside of Area 05 and something, you know, this mystery apocalypse happened, forcing us to decide, you know, are we going to stay or are we going to leave? I think that would be our story. You know, this is my home. you're not going to take it from me, you know? We're going to persist regardless of the weather and the elements. I think that's pretty cool. Not finding a whole lot. We did find a Glock, which is pretty cool, as well as an additional Makarov. Just moving around, hitting some houses. We're going to move over in this direction. Across this LDA very quickly. Keep our head down while we do it. This seems to be a bandit hotspot. I haven't heard anybody yet, but that means nothing. As evidenced by that one spooky bandit who lit us up in the corner. Gave us a jump scare. Oh, there's another game coming out called Beautiful Light that I'm not entirely as excited for as I am with Road to Vostok's release. I'm really, really looking forward to this. It also takes place in an anomalous zone, and you play as somebody looking for artifacts, I believe. Apparently there's several different types of roles you can take. You can be a stalker, you know, moving throughout the zone, or you can play as a monster. I don't know all the details. I haven't been following it very closely, but there's that. If it looks cool, perhaps I'll play it on the channel. I've got so many things happening right now. One of those things is me hitting the Windows key frequently. You're not going to see that, but it is happening. I'm going to out myself. Okay, we can complete a quest for the trader right now. What I figured we'd do is go out and find quest items and bring them back to the trader. Now, I do kind of enjoy having to look around for loot instead of just opening containers. That was something I was not a massive fan of in Tarkov. It's because you get into this weird loopy rhythm of just picking up, or just knowing exactly where the containers are, start running around. Almost in a trance-like state, and then, you know, that's 9 times out of 10 why you're getting caught off guard in firefights. Oh! Yep, we are taking contact. Okay, we're gonna break contact. They haven't fired a second shot. Using the forest as cover. Stop and look, stop and look. Oh yeah, okay, there's the second shot. They can see us. Perhaps not here, though. Keep our eyes to the left. Ah, that's not good. Did you see what I saw? Ooh. Lord have mercy. I don't know where those shots came from. Yes, I do. Okay. There's another bad guy over here. Did he go left? It sounds like he went left. Yeah. Dropped him like a sack of potatoes. Give me that. Lost his eye. Well, you shouldn't have been messing around. You shouldn't be a bandit. I think that goes without saying, you know. Now, I'm not saying you have to be buddy-buddy with everybody. You know, I'm an example of that. I'm not the most sociable person in that aspect. You know, I'm not like a big busybody people person, but, you know, I'm kind. So I like to think I'm kind. And I never do anything with the intention of hurting people. I don't agree with that. You shouldn't be able to hurt people. Or, you know, be stepping on throats or cutting throats in order to further your goal. Like, innocent people. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be... Oh, wow. Here we go. Guys, we're in the meat grinder now. Guys and gals, wish me luck. We're about to enter and clear the structure. I'll throw this on full auto for the rest of this. Corners, clear. Moving right along here. Got another lot of bandits out here, man. Man, oh man. Okay, that's a good crate there. Let's get out. Get out of the house here and push that other bandit. What do you say? How many times have we done this so far, and how many times has it worked out entirely in our favor? The answer is 3 times. We have... Let's throw that back on semi. Is there a way to check your magazine? I don't know. Maybe I should have paid closer attention in the tutorial. I think he's right there. Yeah, he definitely is. Alright. We're gonna heal up real quick. We only have 3 rounds left. That's okay. So, that was an enemy we weren't expecting. So there's at least 1 more. And that's at least. We need to clear the structure we're in before we move onward. Okay, he's close though. I'm gonna try to get him in 3 rounds, and if not, we'll just transition to our pistol and light him up. Sound like a plan? Alright. We hit him. Okay, I know we hit him again. We're gonna push our advantage. Never yield an advantage. If this doesn't work, we're gonna flank left. We are entering, but we got him here. Nice. Good kill. Good kill. Yeah, if you have your enemy on the ropes, and you've got a pretty good idea of how many threats are present, you can most definitely 100% push the advantage and just get in there, take them out. MP5 magazine, seems like he dropped that. Maybe not. We have all sorts of stuff. Make sure our mags are topped off here. Where the hell? Okay, sorry. Alright. Good, 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 good. Now we'll continue on looting, and then we're going to run back to the trader. I didn't want this. You know, I didn't want to get into a massive gunfight, but hey, it works. It works for us. Oh. So I did that thing once more where I'm hitting shift. If you hit shift, it'll throw whatever items you shift click onto the ground. You need to control instead. We're looking for medicine, preferably medicine. And honest to God, that's about all I'm worried about, unless we can find some SSRIs or something. I don't know how we're going to deal with our mental health outside of eating chocolate. Which, hey, that's not a bad thing. Chocolate does seem to be a little rare, and we can't climb the treehouse. Interesting. Interesting design choice there. This dude had an AK. Let's make some room. What do you say? What is more important to our goal? Ammunition? Or... Hit the fun switch there. Sorry, it's cool that you can inspect that. What is more important to our goal? Literature or ammunition? Because right now I'm saying ammunition. ammunition and medicine. Moving right along here. Nothing in the car. There's a beer. I bet that... Oh! Yep. Okay. Man. We took another round. Alright, let's drink some beer. Now, it's not Osmo Olet, but it'll do. It'll do. We fired a lot of rounds. The MP5 is not made... The MP5 is not made for long-range combat. We were really pushing the boundary there. Plus, I'm a little shaky in real life. So I'm not the best shot. I'm alright, though. I'm alright. I'm definitely going to put him in the dirt. It might just take a few extra rounds. Where did we find that? Earlier we saw, I believe it was in this structure, there was a large wooden chest. Now I can't seem to find it. Perhaps I am overlooking it. Is it over here? Getting all turned around here. Was it one house over? Yeah, I do believe it was one house over. Excuse me. I'm figuring it out, folks. I'm figuring it out. Doing my best here. Because we killed a guy here. All sorts of goodies. All sorts of goodies. I say on these first couple runs, we worry about... Oh, look at this. Nice. Good deal. Very good deal. I say on these first couple runs, we worry about holding on to that which we find instead of trying to sell everything and get rich. What good is money if we can't use it, you know? Mags are more important than the weapon itself. Honest engine. Alright. That is what we wanted to see. Good deal. Good deal. Let's... Oh, we have run out of space. Let's have a bite to eat here. Very good. Taking magazines. We gotta run by Trader Joe's down here real quick and get him his things. See how many quests we can knock out real quick, and then we'll get back home and do it all over again. See what we can see. I don't know how this works. I don't know how the passing of time works. I have no idea if loot respawns when we get back. Perhaps we'll go what I'm assuming is west. That is a bold assumption of me. But perhaps we'll go over yonder and see if we can't get out of this zone. Zone 05 here. I wonder if you can get blasted at the trader station here in Trader Joe's. Hello? We had some tasks, didn't we? Alright, so we have to select from our inventory and then complete. Very good. Okay. Alright, I don't know the key binding for using our light. Alright. Bound to my mouse button. Very good. This guy is very loud when he speaks. Very loud. We don't have cigarettes. We don't have enough matches. We can't do that. I had to take the painkillers because we took fire back there. Don't have the food he wants. Not all of it, at least. Now, we do have some of the starting stuff for handyman here. If we could go pick up a bucket out in the field, perhaps we could... Wow. Okay. We need to be on the lookout for beer, and if we can go get a bucket quickly and return back, we'll knock that quest out, no problem. Oh, yes. Alright, let's see if we can't get home without getting shot. And then we're going to sleep in advance time, because it does seem like... Oh my god, okay. We just ran up on a bandit encampment. Scared the daylights out of me. And right here is the bucket we needed. So we're going to transfer this over and run back to him first. Then we're going to go home and sleep. And pray, fingers crossed, that that we survive. Cool. Very cool. What do you have in his hands? What's in your hands? Glock 17. No room for that, though. Let us stick this on the ground. Take the magazine. Clear the chamber. Drop that. And do that. Sound good? Our health is fine, so we're not bleeding. He didn't break any bones. That's good. We're going to see if sleeping heals us. Hopefully it does. Rest in video games tends to help. Man, you are not safe even at the traders. Good to know. Good to know.
Jahas, kaupanteko kiinnostais?
I wish I spoke your language. Well, earlier I was talking about being a Pole. I don't have a total grasp on Polish, but I do speak Russian to an extent. I'd say I'm somewhere between B1 and B2. Now, it's not perfect by any means. Let's scroll down here. We can complete this delivery. No problem. Look at that. Very good. Very good. We have got a helmet now. As well as a grenade. 2 grenades. An M43 and a RGD-5.
Jahas, tervepä vaan.
What other tasks does he have? Anything else we can complete? A pike. KP-31. We'll be on the lookout for one of those because we have the magazine. We have a battery. We can find an inverter pretty quickly. And we already have a jerry can. That'll give us PVS 7 night vision goggles. Very cool. Off rip here, we're doing very well. Very well. Now we have to move over here. Back to this bandit encampment. And steal their things. Oh, God bless. We are a little overweight. Lord have mercy. Someone is putting effective fire on us. We are overweight. We're just gonna have to suck it up once more and push forward here. Do you folks see the shooter? I do not. Presumably he's shooting us from over in this region. Well, here we go, limping along here. Listening for cracks and whizzes. No fun. No fun. No cover. did just hear something. And it wasn't thunder. Alright. Maybe we got lucky. I don't know. Seems like our safe zone is not so safe. There are threats everywhere. And I know what I heard wasn't thunder. But back home, we can offload our equipment. Let's see, I did that thing once more that I said I wouldn't do. Man, struggling. Absolutely struggling. Alright, so we're going to put all of our... I suppose this is a health item. No, it's good for your mental health. You know. We're going to put all of our nails, stove, jerry can, etc. We're going to put all this up for the time being. Matches, toilet paper, that's our fridge. Toilet paper. And then in this cabinet, we're going to put our weapons. Very good. Wow, we are doing pretty good for our first, what is this, our third run? I guess, hey, it's in the eye of the beholder. You know what, and I'm saying we're doing good, so I think we're doing good. We're doing just fine. You know, if you don't struggle a little bit, what fun is that? Alright, got all sorts of 7.62 rounds, 9x19, 223, all sorts of 223s, 12x70s. We have a grenade. We're going to take this M43 out with us. Perhaps we'll get to use that sooner than later. We're going to load up all of our magazines. Actually, we'll take both the grenades out. We're probably going to use them. We have 17 plus 1 in our rifle. I'm going to put all of our food items in the fridge. It just seems like where food items go. Yeah, thought so. Pineapple soda. And then we'll find a spot for our health items. Everything can be moved around. Everything can be placed. You see, we have all this space. We're going to be messing around with that, but right now, we're not going to be. We're going to sleep for 4 to 8 hours. Unfortunately, our cabin does not have windows, so we can't tell. Well, we boarded up our windows. We can't tell what time it is outside. And it seems as if sleeping does not heal our bodies whatsoever. And I don't think food does. We're about to find out. But we're going to have a snack. No, it does not. We're going to have a snack before we punch out. We are injured. We need meds. And there's one way to find them. And that is through stalking, looting, shooting. Alright, it is nighttime in the village. Now, I'm not going to do what I did last time it was night. You know, honestly, I might not. I'm gonna take us back inside and we're going to sleep. Until we do have a flashlight, but until we have a better grasp on the game, I don't think we need to be out there roaming at nighttime. No, I think that is not in our best interest. Okay. So we slept good, another 8 hours, and we're gonna see if the zone respawns loot in that time away. Hopefully it does. Alright. So we'll shoot up here, right past our cabin, and hopefully find some medical supplies. That is, granted that all this respawned. I don't remember exactly what he had in his pockets, but I've got this feeling in my stomach that we might be in for some heartbreak. Yeah, considering the doors are still open, I think we might be in for a rude awakening. I'm not sure though. I don't totally know how this works. Perhaps not. Or perhaps I just missed this stuff. There's some 45 rounds. I haven't seen those yet. I don't think so. A lot of clothing that does not serve us. No, perhaps it did respawn. I don't know, I don't imagine me missing ammo, but you know, anything's possible. Oh yeah, it's definitely respawned. What's this do for us? Plus 5 health. I've been holding on to it thinking that maybe it was, you know, actually used to treat the cold, but that's kind of silly of me to think, isn't it? Thing on the floor? No, it doesn't seem so. A lot of empty cans. I wonder if maybe in a later version of this we can use those to create IEDs. Perhaps boil some tea or something within them. That would be pretty cool, huh? Cat food. Not good for your mental health, though. We're gonna try to keep our mental health at a superb level. A lot of 9x19 duct tape, toilet paper, a guitar. Really? Oh, it's a legendary find. Would you look at that? All right. Well, stalkers, you know what time it is. I wonder what the melody we play is going to sound like. I bet it's haunting. I hope it's haunting. We have to find a AK magazine too while we're out. AKM series magazine, because we have a lot of 7.62. A sauna hat. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Throw the Cobra on that. Actually, yes, look at that. Antibiotics, health 10. Wow. Finding all sorts of cool stuff. Okay. Let's let's set that forward. Very good. If you hold control and use your mouse wheel at the same time, you can set the position of the optic. So scroll back, scroll forward. I like the optic to set forward on the weapon. That is personal preference. Whatever works for you, I hope it works for you, you know? Oh boy. This is fun. You know, honestly, I might end up playing this in my... Oh, look at this. Wow. Very cool. Oh my god, firearms galore here. Did we just get unlucky in the previous runs here? Or are we just getting super lucky in this run? And I'm thinking it I'm thinking it's something else. Look at that too. Battery cables. God, it's so easy to miss stuff on the ground. Can we hold the phone here? No, I don't know if you can do that. I think you have to be inside your hideout to do that. But you see here, there is cough medicine or cold medicine behind there that I can't get to. So I don't love that. Surely that'll be fixed, right? Wishful thinking, perhaps. But we can't complain too much. There was all sorts of good stuff in there. We can take some of this to Trade Man, Junk Man down there, or the Generalist. I'm not going to be calling him that. Ah! Look at that. See, we can take off this duffel bag and equip our backpack. And this holds 30 kilos. Very good. Very good. Man, we are starting to look like a real survivor. And as soon as I say that, we're going to be thrown a test from the zone. You hear that? I'm telling you, these things, they listen to you. And perhaps we set this back a little. There we go. Not all the way forward, not all the way backwards. Now, there is an enemy at the gates. You can hear them over there milling about. Wish I could close the curtains. That'd be cool. No, I don't think they know our position. So I am going to quickly loot this room and let us evaluate. What are we to do here? God, we are full up. We don't gain anything from killing. You know, it's not, we don't gain a skill in arms or anything. We just be killing to kill because we know they have things that we want. So I think we're going to peacefully retreat this time. Take our spoils to the house, run over to Trade Man, and then maybe handrail the western side of the map here and try to find another transition point to a different part of the map. Now, we know Minefield exists, and that was very bad for our health. But surely there are other types of transitions, right? Alright, my dear friends. All of our spoils here laid out. We also have our good AK, as well as our medicine, ammunition. It's still a work in progress. Figure out where we're going to put everything. But, yeah, you can definitely pick up and move everything around. I was trying to kind of set dress it a little bit, and then I just started throwing the stuff down. But we're not going to step outside. We're going to have a seat right here. Well, that is beautiful. How lucky are we? We can play that whenever we want. Oh, I didn't mean to sleep. Oh, that was a mistake on my part. Alright, well, this has been Road to Vostok. I had an absolute blast playing this for you guys out there. we'll be coming back to this. Again, this is a demo, but early access is right around the corner. We'll follow this closely. This seems like a bunch of fun. If you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us tremendously. We are growing so quickly. I appreciate each and every one of you that has stuck around and watched. Well, mind the gap, my dear stalker friends, and I'll see you in the next one. We got more content to come, as always. Good stuff, left and right. Something for everybody. Mind the gap, stalkers. Mind the gap.